Howdy folks, this is Tony here, and please excuse how hoarse my voice is. Spring allergies are getting me already, but in this video we are going to discuss something called the 13 Keys Tracker by Professor Alan Lichtman. Now, what the tracker basically does, it is a system of 13 metrics that are used to analyze how the country is doing under the current president and whether those factors favor the current president and his party or favor the opposition party, and use that to predict which party and which candidate is going to be most likely to take the White House in November. So on the Democrat side, we have the current resident of the White House, Joe Biden, and on the Republican side, we have the current challenger, Donald Trump. So with that in mind, let's get this out of the way. Key number one is midterm gains. Did the incumbent party gain in the House of Representatives? No, in fact, they lost a few seats, resulting in them losing the House. However, they barely lost the House. Republicans have a very weak majority in the House. As a result, I'm going to say this weakly favors Republicans. There was no red wave. In fact, Democrats gained in the Senate, even though they lost in the House. So I would say this one very slightly favors Republicans. No primary contest strongly favors Democrats. How so? RFK Jr. failed to get on the Democrat ticket. And then as a result, he chose to run third party, which we'll talk about in Key 4. Not only that, but Marianne Williamson and those guys that are challenging Biden for the primary contest are largely irrelevant. What, in the Michigan primary, Joe Biden got at least 80% of the vote. So there are no other primary challengers for Biden. He's going to be the nominee for the Democrats, so it's not contested. Key 3 is the incumbent seeking re-election. Yes, Joe Biden is seeking re-election, despite speculation that his health will not permit that. As it stands right now, he is seeking re-election, so for now we're going to leave that key as favoring Democrats. No third party. I'm going to say this one weakly favors Democrats. Now, here's my reasoning for this. Yes, RFK Jr. is running as a third-party candidate. But as of today, I don't even think he's on all 50 states' ballot. Not to mention, the people that like RFK's rhetoric on medical mandates are probably going to prefer Trump. And the people that like RFK Jr.'s rhetoric on the climate are probably already going to vote for Joe Biden. So it's doubtful that RFK Jr. is going to make a big enough splash to thwart the two-party system and run away with the election himself. He doesn't have a wide enough support base for that. So I'm going to say that there's no significant third party right now. I still consider this a two-man race between Trump and Biden. Both of these economic factors strongly favor Republicans. Anybody who's not a billionaire knows Biden's doing a terrible job on the economy and knows pretty much that you're poorer than you were before Joe Biden took office. Not to mention, objectively speaking, Biden is losing union endorsements left and right. On top of that, the illegal immigration crisis from Biden's open border is allowing illegal aliens to come over and displace low-wage American workers. And not to mention all the layoffs that happened, hundreds of thousands of layoffs in the beginning of January 2024. That is not the kind of economy an incumbent president wants going into election season. So I would say both of those strongly favor Republicans. Major policy change weakly favors Democrats. Now let me tell you why. The student loan bailout that Joe Biden is trying to foist through executive orders is going to buy him some votes. Let's be clear about that. He's going to gain support from that. Even though the Supreme Court ruled it as unconstitutional and illegal, he is still using executive orders through the Department of Education to little by little forgive student loans that are illegal to forgive. So I'm going to say that for better or for worse, he has bought votes through that technique that's going to favor them. No social unrest weakly favors Democrats as well. Now, our society is destabilizing from illegal immigrants. Let's understand something. Illegal immigrants are not just coming from Mexico and Central America and South America. Some of them are coming from the Middle East and have known terrorist organizations that they are a part of. So we have literal terrorists coming up over our border that is going to cause societal unrest to get worse. But right now, as of recording this video, it is not yet bad enough to say that we're in social unrest. This isn't the summer of 2020 where you have Black Lives Matter and Antifa burning buildings down. We are not quite at that level of riot yet. Could we get there? Possibly. But given that we're not there yet, we have to be objective. We have to be reasonable and say that there's no significant social unrest right now. This one weakly favors Democrats. No scandal. That one strongly favors Republicans. Pretty much a large portion of the Democrat prosecutors that Biden has sent after Trump have been embroiled in their own scandals. Look at the scandal with Letitia James. Look at the scandal with Fani Willis and Nathan Wade. When you look at all of these different scandals, we can clearly see that the justice system is being exposed as corrupt under Joe Biden, and people don't trust it anymore. I would actually say Trump's mugshot is a scandal in Biden's favor because it shows a suppression of free speech. But even if none of that counts as a scandal, the Hunter Biden, James Biden bribery scandal definitely counts, and that definitely counts as a scandal under the Biden administration. People are looking at that and saying, wow, we've got a president that's been bribed by China before. That's a huge issue. So I would say, yes, there has been a major scandal, so this one goes in Republicans' favor. No foreign military failure. Just ask Eastern Ukraine, the Israelis near the Gaza Strip, as well as the American nationals left behind in Afghanistan if there's been no military failure. That one strongly favors Republicans. Major foreign or military success, Biden hasn't had any of that, so again, that one favors Republicans. Is the incumbent charismatic? No, Joe Biden can't even string a sentence together. Is the challenger uncharismatic? I'm going to go on a limb here and say Trump's not charismatic. He's not. Either you love him or you hate him. He does not have the ability to draw people who would ordinarily dislike him. So I'm going to say that one strongly favors Democrats. So as a result, you look at the tally, 7 keys go in Trump's favor, 6 keys go in Biden's favor. So according to this model, Trump should win the White House. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to see you guys go to this website and make your own videos of this. Have a blessed day.